Hi, I'm Mike and I'm the All Hallows Geek, and welcome to This Week in Eek, my weekly series where I put a little eek in your week by recapping some of the top stories in Halloween and horror news from the last week. Alright, let's kick off things this week with a story that has been trending on allhallowsgeek.com since it was first published. Ghostober, the annual multi-platform Halloween programming event, is set to make its return to Travel Channel, Food Network, and Discovery Plus this Halloween season, with more than 55 hours of spine-tingling new series, specials, and returning shows for 2022. Beginning September 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific in a 1-hour special on Travel Channel, Ghostober Preview Party will give fans a sneak peek of upcoming Ghostober programming, hosted by Atlanta's premier ghost hunting team, the Ghost Brothers, with special appearances by Ghost Hunter star Jason Hawes and psychic medium Cindy Kaza. This year's lineup includes the return of the hit series Ghost Adventures, then expanding on the successful creative partnership with Master of Horror Eli Roth, come two new fear-inducing series. Eli Roth presents My Possessed Pet and Urban Legend. Ghost Hunters are also back with a brand new season of investigations. Adding to the robust lineup this year is a terrifying film from Eli Roth and Zach Bagans, The Haunted Museum, Three Ring Inferno, and three brand new specials, Ghost Adventures, Devil's Den, The Curse of Robert the Doll, and Ghosts of Flight 401. Exclusive new offerings will also be coming to Discovery Plus this October, including a new season of Ghost Brothers Lights Out. And across the pond in the United Kingdom, Jack Osborne revisits his childhood home and former haunts in Jack Osborne's Haunted Homecoming, while Haunted Scotland explores the country's greatest supernatural mysteries. Meanwhile, Food Network brings an entirely different flavor to Ghostober with eye-popping creepy confections and a new season of Halloween Baking Championship, along with the return of the ever-popular series Halloween Wars, where paranormal investigator Zach Bagans reprises his role picking some of the world's most haunted places as the inspiration for the case. And Outrageous Pumpkins brings pumpkin carving to a whole other level. Adding to the culinary fun is a new Halloween-themed Kids Baking Championship special, and the brand new series Halloween Cookie Challenge with Rosanna Pansino and Jet Tila. You can check out the entire Ghostober lineup and my full coverage over on allhallowsgeek.com, complete with premiere dates and times, as well as trailers for this season of Ghost Adventures, the new Eli Roth series Urban Legend, and Halloween Wars. Another huge story this week was around Halloween Ends, the alleged final chapter in the Laurie Strode and Michael Myers Halloween saga. This week we learned that the final Halloween film will premiere in theaters and on streaming service Peacock on October 14th, following the same release strategy as last year's Halloween Kills. This will give fans the choice to watch from home or in a theater, or you could do what Laurie Strode actress Jamie Lee Curtis shared she would do when announcing the release strategy, which is watch it in theaters, then watch it at home, and then do it all over again. In other Halloween movie news this week, we learned that Scooby-Doo will be getting an all-new animated Halloween adventure. Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo will hit digital and DVD this Halloween season and finds the Mystery Inc. gang facing off against some recognizable foes from their past, including the Black Knight, Space Kook, and the Ghost Diver. Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo arrives on digital starting October 4th and will arrive on DVD on October 18th. Another 80s horror favorite is getting an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game. Next year, the Killer Clowns from Outer Space will join the ranks of Friday the 13th, Evil Dead, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game. In Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game, players will take on either the role of the Killer Clowns or a brave citizen of Crescent Cove in a 3v7 fight between clowns and humans. Killer Clowns brings some unique elements to the asymmetrical horror genre. First, players will randomly be given the role of clown or human and won't be able to choose. And second, the map will be filled with human NPCs which players can embody in the event they're killed. The game is being developed in collaboration with the movie's original creators, the Chiodo brothers, who serve as executive producers. The game's score is also being created by Killer Clowns from Outer Space film composer John Massari. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game, is expected to be released sometime in early 2023 and will be available on PC via Steam, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series X and S. This week, Hostess announced the return of its fall favorite snacks, which will include one all-new variety for the 2022 Halloween season. The returning snacks for autumn include Hostess Pumpkin Spice Flavored Twinkies, Hostess Iced Pumpkin Flavored Cupcakes, and Hostess Caramel Crunch Donuts. The Halloween lineup features fan favorite Hostess Spooky Twinkies and Hostess Scary Cakes, along with the new Hostess Creepy Caramel Ding Dongs. The fall snacks will arrive in grocery retailers nationwide beginning in September, while the Halloween snacks will roll out in October. To find a retailer near you, visit the Hostess website at hostesscakes.com. And if you're looking for something to wash those snacks down with, this week we learned that in addition to the debut of Mountain Dew Voodoo 4, Mountain Dew will be bringing back its past Voodoo flavors in the first ever Mountain Dew Halloween Variety Pack. Details on the release were slim, but we do know that the Variety Pack will be made available through MountainDew.com, and the release date will be announced via the Mountain Dew social media channels. And if you're a die-hard Voodoo fan, you might also be interested to know that Spirit Halloween and Mountain Dew have teamed up to release a limited edition Voodoo Grim costume. The Mountain Dew Voodoo Grim costume celebrates the beloved mascot and is inspired by his look and color scheme from the Mountain Dew Voodoo 2022 packaging. The new costume will be available exclusively through SpiritHalloween.com starting on September 1st while supplies last, and costs $89.99. The Voodoo Grim costume was one of 4 new Dew-inspired costumes being released in the collaboration. Also being released is an inflatable Mountain Dew bottle costume, a Mountain Dew Baja Blast can costume, and a Mountain Dew Code Red can costume. And while we're on the subject of soda, we got some news around a different kind of soda this week, Funko Soda Vinyl Figures. On Monday, Funko announced a new series of Funko soda figures inspired by the Sanderson sisters from the film Hocus Pocus. Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson will each get their own Funko exclusive soda figure. Each new figure is limited to an edition size of 25,000 each and has a 1 in 6 chance of getting a translucent chase variant. The Winifred Sanderson figure features the leading sister with a broom and holding a potion bottle and will have a translucent green chase variant. The Sarah Sanderson figure features the Sanderson sister holding a mop and has a translucent purple chase variant. The Mary Sanderson Funko Soda figure features the Sanderson sister holding a bowl and has a translucent red chase variant. The new Sanderson sister Funko Soda figures do not have a release date yet. However, Funko has set up product pages on their website that allow you to sign up to be notified when they're released. So if you head over to Funko.com, check out the Coming Soon section, you should find the figures there and you can sign up. In need of some new shoes this Halloween season? This week, Fun.com debuted 2 new pairs of shoes inspired by Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. The first pair of shoes is inspired by Jack Skellington and features canvas uppers printed with Jack's grinning skull-like head, bats in flight, and a gorgeous rendering of Jack silhouetted against a glowing moon. The second pair is inspired by Sally. The Sally women's high-top sneakers are faux leather and feature an all-over print resembling Sally's iconic patchwork dress. An image of Sally and a spider adorn the side of the shoe, and each shoe features a charm shaped like Jack Skellington's head, which dangles from the shoe. Both pairs are available from Fun.com now for $49.99 each, and if you're looking to buy them, I'll include an affiliate link down in the description below. Alright, we're going to wrap up this week's episode with some SoCal Halloween event news. First, film composer and former Oingo Boingo frontman Danny Elfman is trading in his semi-annual The Nightmare Before Christmas concert for something a bit different this year. Elfman is headed to the Hollywood Bowl Halloween weekend for a From Boingo to Batman to Big Mess and Beyond, an expanded hybrid concert experience based on his Coachella performance this past April. Elfman will be joined by the same band, full orchestra, and choir that performed with him during Coachella, and he is promising more Oingo Boingo songs, more songs from his 2021 double album Big Mess, along with highlights from his film scores that include Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. If you're watching this on the date it's released, tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. And while we learned at Midsummer Scream that Cemetery Lane would be returning to Heritage Square in Los Angeles for 2022, we didn't know that it would be expanded to 2 weekends. The Trick or Treat experience, which made its debut last Halloween, will return for select dates October 19th through 30th, and this year's Cemetery Lane will be reimagined into a Halloween night in the 1950s and 60s. The mid-century theme of this year's Cemetery Lane will transport guests young and old to a time that the Addams Family and the Munsters joined families in their home each week, and horror hosts permeated the late-night television airwaves. When horror comics and magazines like Famous Monsters of Filmman flew off the shelves, and the real-life fears generated by the Cold War caused many a nightmare. Guests should expect a 45 to 1 hour immersive experience that includes 13 trick-or-treat stops, character interactions, photo ops, a selection of spooky vendors to shop from, and a curated selection of food trucks, along with other surprises. Tickets for Cemetery Lane will go on sale August 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Admission before 6 p.m. will set you back $27. For those looking for a nighttime experience, it will cost you $32. For tickets and more information, visit cemeterylane.com. And if you want to check out last year's experience, you can check out some video from my visit last Halloween at the link above. And finally this week, 13th Floor Entertainment Group, the producers behind the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, announced the highly anticipated return of the premier Los Angeles Halloween event. Officially open to the public on Friday, September 23rd, and on select nights through Halloween, Haunted Hayride is returning to the iconic Griffith Park, featuring returning fan-favorite attractions, reimagined mazes, and more. Guests can expect a return to Midnight Falls, a strange town that's Halloween year-round, featuring fan-favorite mazes including the Hayride, Trick or Treat, Midnight Mortuary, and Slaughterhouse, a newly revamped maze for 2022. Monty Revolta, the self-appointed mayor of Midnight Falls, will also be making a triumphant return with his highly anticipated nightly town square performances. Pre-sale tickets were made available on Thursday, but sold out quickly. Thankfully though, general public sales will begin Thursday, September 1st, with general admission tickets starting at $39.99. For more information and to be notified when tickets go on sale, visit LosAngelesHauntedHayride.com. Alright, that's it for this week. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, leave me a comment, or better yet, subscribe to make sure you always get your weekly dose of geek. Also, as a quick reminder, I did recently launch a Discord server where you can come geek out with fellow Halloween and horror geeks. I also launched a Patreon, so if you're enjoying my content and would like to support it, I'd really appreciate it. You can find links to both down in the description below. And of course, for more information on any of this week's top stories, you can always find the full coverage over on allhallowsgeek.com. Until next time, keep it creepy.